We are the dream. We are the nation. We are part of this. Yes, we are so amazing. That's the least we shall be.
I'm Colin, and I'm one of the facilitators for Amelio Consults. I want to welcome you to day 3 of the NGC Business Online Training. And today we are going to be dealing with something very important. This particular training program is titled Mitigating the Effects of COVID-19 on SMEs. Now, the coming of the COVID-19 virus came up with a lot of challenges. But before I proceed, it is important for me to let you know at this particular point that if you have not filled the pre-evaluation form, it's important you fill the pre-evaluation form before we start this particular session. And after all our training session, you ensure that you also fill the post-evaluation form. This will help our assessment and make this particular training very effective. So today I'm going to be dealing with digital adoption. Now, digital adoption is very important, and you are going to learn so much. You are going to learn how it will affect your business positively. At this particular time that we're actually having COVID-19 affecting businesses in Italy, in Germany, in Spain, in Russia, in every part of the world, businesses are being impacted. People can no longer gather together for social gathering the way we normally gather for social gathering. People cannot go to marketplaces to buy product, to buy their daily needs the way they need to. So it is important for us to look for alternative methods. Some organizations are already doing this. Some organizations that embrace digital adoption are the ones that are ahead now, and they are effective, and they are maximizing this particular period of time of the effect of COVID-19. So when we say digitization, what do we mean by digitization? Whenever you hear the word digital adoption, it's important for you to know the meaning of digitization. So what is digitization? Digitization basically has to do with conversion of text, pictures, other things into digital form that can be processed by a computer. It is basically the integration of digital technology into our everyday life by converting information to digital format. So we are having challenges arising from the spread of coronavirus, and this is likely to accelerate the use of existing and new technologies and tools as digital connectivity takes more of a hold on our everyday habits. The COVID-19 is actually a very serious virus, and people want to do business. It has stopped people from doing business. There are new changes. There are things that are changing in the environment now. So we need to learn how to change some of these things, how to change with some of these things. If you don't change, before you know what's happening, your business will go obsolete. And when your business go obsolete, it will actually affect, people will not even know that you exist. It will make you to be irrelevant. So it is therefore imperative to digitally transform our workplaces and the way we educate to be able to operate effectively. So when we say digitizing your business will ensure survival and thriving trends in the new normal environment that we find ourselves now globally. So companies that are able to use technology will, they will keep on moving, and they will be able to rethink their business model for future by fast-tracking digital transformation. And these are the companies that will be ahead. So it is important that you embrace digital technology if you want your business to actually move forward. So if your business is to move forward, you need to embrace digital technology. So I'm going to be telling you different things. I'll be showing you some videos in this particular training that will help your understanding. It will further consolidate what I want to do. So this video will actually help you to understand more of what I'm talking about with respect to digital technology. And when you make use of it, it will actually help your business more, to make your business to go on well. So it is important that we actually make use of digital technology. Don't forget that companies that are actually using the digital technology approach, they're actually doing very well. They're the ones that are doing very well in this kind of economy. Now, as some businesses are down, some people are actually making a lot of money. And as they're making money, they are doing this because they can actually use their digital tools. The digital tools is actually helping them to be able to do very well in the business space. It's helping them to do more. So they can actually transform their businesses. There is no kind of business that you do at this time that now can you hear me now? Please, I will need a kind of feedback from you. If you can hear me very well, you can use the chat room. Okay, now you can hear me. I can see that you can hear me now. That's very fine. So let me proceed as per digital technology that I'm talking about. Now, the future of work can actually be classified into about 5 things that is actually trending now. Now, when we talk about the future of work, then you need to think about things like globalization. You need to think about things like change in behavior. Change in behavior. These things are very important. You need to think about the use of technology. You need to think about changing desires so that you can stay relevant in the business place. Now, when we talk about digitizing your business, now no matter the kind of business that you do, whether you do fashion, whether you do anything that you do with respect to your business, it's important that you actually make use of digital technology. So I'll be looking at certain areas now, organization, companies that are actually used informed technology. Take, for example, the areas of tech transform consumption. There are some areas where technology is being used. For example, I'll start with the area of amplified retail. Now, for amplified retail, we have online grocery shopping penetration. This is going to increase between now and the next 2 years. It's going to be very serious. It's going to be massive. Now, we are also having curbed store visits because people don't want to have coronavirus. So they are not going to stores to actually get things. Consumers are increasingly opting for safer methods because they don't want to actually have anything to do with contracting coronavirus. So in the future, e-commerce is likely to be consolidated. It's going to increase massively because people are actually going to have to operate online. Now, we also have what is called interrupted supply. Supplies are being interrupted. Consumers are not getting products very well. So with retail supply chain progressively change the way COVID-19 precautions is being administered, consumers may initially have faced with the issue of empty shelves. So when there's nothing there, so there will be a kind of move, a shift. And this could compel some consumers to look for alternative online sources to find the product that they need. So it is very important that we use online platforms, we use IT tools to actually ensure that we get this done. Now, the next thing is what we call direct to consumers. Now, immediately COVID-19 came, the middle infrastructure that normally help manufacturers to get their product to consumer is no longer possible because of the fear of contracting virus. So there's what we call direct to consumer business approach. For example, a company like Samsung in Nigeria, that is what they are using. Now, once you get your business are actually being, your product is produced already, you get it across to consumers at a rapid pace. Predominantly, we have local players who have identified niche or consumer need, and they recognize the advantage of direct consumer reach, which is powered by technology. So many DTC manufacturers are also mastering the service via quick personalized responses to questions, and they can actually get the product to their customers. So this has different kind of advantages. The direct to customers, when you produce your product, you get it directly to consumers. There is no break in between, and because there's no break in between, you'll be able to get the product very well. Now, there are advantages of DTC, that's direct to consumer. Now, when you do direct consumer approach, there are a lot of advantages. One of these advantages is what we call distinctive engagement. Distinctive engagement you'll be able to engage the manufacturer as a consumer. The consumer will have a kind of, a relationship, a chat. They can actually engage themselves. They discuss with themselves. This is what I want. This is what I'm giving you. There'll be a kind of distinctive engagement. And we are going to have a significant feature of DTC model for online shopping. Now, when you have things like automated subscription, it makes the service easier. People can actually get some benefits, such as getting their services done with ease, high level of convenience. There's going to be what we call customized reward when people use DTC model. Then there's what we call preferential pricing, because you have access directly to the producer. Because you have access to, you can actually communicate with the manufacturer online. Because you can communicate with the manufacturer online, it is going to be very easy for you to, to get a preferential price. You can tell the manufacturer that this is the amount I want to actually sell this product for. Please let me get feedback from you in the chat room to see if you are actually following well with this particular one. Okay, I will share most of these slides as I'm talking so that you can actually follow up with what I'm saying. Can you hear me now? Panelists, please indicate in the chat room. I want to know if you can hear me very well. Okay, I can get response from you that you're hearing me well now. So I will start sharing the slide again so that you can actually follow up with what I'm doing properly. Okay, so I'm actually talking about the direct consumers. It has advantages. You can actually have preferential pricing. You can have preferential pricing. Then another thing that you actually enjoy is, because you don't have access, to the popular marketplace or shopping mall where you can go and shop, then you can actually go online. The next is talking about absent tangible touch points. This will lead to representationality. You see a lot of people going online. There's this virtual reality. This virtual reality has come to stay. We actually operate in virtual environments. People will now go online because there's empty stores. They can't have access to things directly, so they'll be forced to go online. And when they go online, they can actually shop from the comfort of their home. They can shop from the comfort of their home. They can buy anything that they need. And when they buy stuff that's online, it comes at a very easy process. So it's not going to be difficult for them to actually get what they. Okay, I can see that you can hear me properly now. Okay, so let me just flow continuously. So I'm going to read a report for you now. Nielsen survey data show that globally, consumers still have strong affinity in store shopping, with 9% saying that they agree strongly. They strongly agree with the statement. I really enjoy doing grocery household shopping. People prefer going to shop. They see what they want to buy physically, and they pick the product that they want one after the other. Now, when they pick this product one after the other, they enjoy the act of that. But with the coming of COVID-19, that is no longer possible, except if you want to go into isolation or you want to go into have a quarantine experience. So people no longer want to actually do that because they don't want to get exposed. So from the comfort of their home, they actually order for things online. They buy whatever they need online. And this actually makes it very easy. Now, let's look at the education sector. For the education sector, for people in the education business, how can they actually manage their business? Now, with the presence of COVID-19, students are at home. They are not going to, especially in Nigeria, they cannot go to school because of COVID-19. So how do we get them educated? How do we ensure that they don't miss out from what they are supposed to learn in school? Now, it is important that you digitize your education business. Lockdown, as we're experiencing lockdown, as people are at home, people are learning at home. Students are learning. They are actually learning online. There's what is called online school. So having digital knowledge will help school business owners to have an edge in terms of impacting knowledge and having a wider global reach, which will in return generate more revenue or income for them. Now, for schools that do not have that capacity, they will not make money. But for some schools that have the online capacity, they can tell parents will be able to extend the online school to yours. And before you know what, people will actually be having this thing. Digital option will help school business. It gives you a marketing strategy that will attract parents. So it gives you
a very unique selling point. It gives you a unique selling point. Now, I'm going to be talking to you about what you experience in school when you digitize your business. Now, digitization of education involves e-textbook, open educational resources, badging, gamification, mobile learning, learning analytics, adaptive. We take tests online. We can assess students online. Students can actually take examination online. They can actually write tests, and they can get their assessments. Teachers can assess them and tell them is possible in this virtual environment. As you can see now, a lot of students are learning. I know of many schools, my children, the school that they attend, they're actually learning online. So COVID-19 is not stopping their education. They have textbook, they have e-textbook, they have e-materials, even a lot of things are actually possible for school environments. So education business can be digitized. Let's look at another sector that can actually be digitized, agricultural sector. As we all know that the agricultural sector is actually an essential sector. A lot of people are actually learning with agricultural sector because of funding. Now you can actually digitize agricultural business. Let me show you how. Now, there's what we call agricultural digital marketing approach. Now there is a guy that has done this very well, Onyeka Akuma in Nigeria. He was the first person that actually came up with the first agricultural digital platform. So agricultural digital marketing of products is the way to go, as it will help farmers to get their products sold at a profitable value and avoid destruction of perishable products. For example, maybe you are doing tomato farming, you are doing vegetable farming. These are perishable products that cannot stay for too long. So if these products are not, sold on time, they can actually, experience damage, or their value can go down. So it's important that agricultural business is also digitized. People have been doing it already, and is helping to avoid destruction of perishable farm produce, and it also help the consumer to get their product delivered even at their doorstep. You can order for a vegetable and you get it at your doorstep if you embrace digital technology. Sales of agricultural products are possible online without having physical contact, without you going to the market, a crowded market. You can order for agricultural products online. You can order for meat online, and the meat will actually be delivered to you right there in the comfort of your home. Take, for example, like I mentioned the other time, the first agricultural digital platform was created by Onyeka Akuma called Farm Crowding. This is the first one. And what is the major thing that is being done through this farm crowding? Farm crowding has been able to empower different farmers in Nigeria. They get, many farmers have the skills, the agricultural skills. They have the knowledge, they have the farming skills, they even have the space to, to do their farming, but they lack funds, they lack capital. Some of them don't have quality seeds. They don't have improved breeds. Maybe they only have the local one. So this particular platform called Farm Crowding has been able to empower farmers, to connect farmers to some people that have the funds, but they do not have the time to, to go into agriculture. They don't even have the required agricultural skills. So the platform actually blended those that have the time, those that have the agricultural skills, those that can actually do the farming properly, and those that have the fund, the cash, to fund the agricultural business. So it's actually a very good meeting point. The platform has encouraged a lot of young people to get involved in farming. Before, people don't want to do farming. They say, they still thought that farming is at the primitive level. But farming has gone beyond the primitive level, where you can actually, do your farming in the technological or mechanized way. There are a lot of farmers that are using laptops now. So many things have changed. The platform has encouraged a lot of young people to get involved in farming, as well as bringing on board people who are interested in farming, but they do not have the time and they do not have the skill. So this has actually helped. Now, I've said some things about digitization. So how do you get your business digitized? No matter the business you are doing, whether you are doing farming, whether you are doing fashion, whether you are doing food processing, whether you are doing finance business, there are certain tools that you can use. All businesses can be digitized. So let me quickly talk about the digital tools that we can actually use to make our business to become digital. Now, here I have a list of digital tools that you can use. Some of you are familiar with some of these tools, some are new. Now, one of the tools that is very common that has been in use before now is Skype, but a very low percentage of people are using Skype, whereas there are many other ones that you can use. Now, you can actually use your Google Hangouts. Google Hangouts is a very good one that you can actually use to make your business to go digital. Like what we are using to communicate and to train you in this training, it's called Zoom. In the last few weeks, the people that designed the Zoom application must have made a lot of millions, because all over the world there have been millions of downloads of Zoom. People cannot come for physical meetings, they cannot gather for social gathering, they cannot gather for religious gathering like church or mosque, but people, pastors, imams, business executives, they have been able to hold meetings using this particular Zoom application. Millions of people all over the world are using Zoom, and it's very effective. As we are doing this training, I'm using Zoom application to actually communicate with you. So it is actually very possible. We can communicate with a customer. If you're actually producing cake and you want to communicate with someone, if you're producing cake and you want to communicate with someone that, okay, which kind of cake should I produce for you? You can actually do that. Okay, I can see a question here. Someone is asking me a question. Many, Benedict and Yabe, the question is, many students are not really learning, especially those in public school, because majority of them don't have devices, nor do they know how to handle it. How can this set of students be introduced to digitalization? Public schools has more children, and they are the most ignored in a thing like this. I think education will suffer in the face of digitalization. Okay, now let me quickly answer your question. Now, recently, the Lagos State governor has actually trained teachers of public school on how to use digital appliances, tablets, iPhones, computers. They have actually engaged them to actually, they have taught them how to use all this digital network. Now, in public schools in Lagos State, teachers now have digital tablets to teach their students. Many laboratories have become digitalized. So even students in public school now also have access to digital facilities. The current governor, Governor Sanwo-Olu, made it a priority when he came in before the coming of COVID-19. He ensured that teachers were trained. During the time that we are having the New Year break, most of these teachers were not on break. The teachers were actually trained on how to use gadgets. They were trained on how to use these facilities, and this is actually the way to go, because we cannot actually stay and wait till everybody gets to know. Now, for those that do not know how to use these appliances, Lagos State government also organized TV and radio stations, because these people that cannot use these digital devices, they have television, they listen to television. Even people that cannot speak good English, they listen to radios. In fact, knowledge has been repackaged even in local or primitive language so that people can understand. There are packages that we have that local languages such as Pidgin is used in communicating. They use Pidgin language to communicate. For people that want to collect money from ATM, the ATM machine will ask you, would you like to communicate in English language, in Yoruba language, or in Pidgin language? So for people that are not educated that can speak in Pidgin language, once they click the Pidgin option, they will hear their local language, and that will actually enhance communication. So even this digital technology can actually work for people even in the hinterland. Many of them are using phone. Even if they cannot use application, they can actually make use of bulk SMS. So bulk SMS can actually be used, can be arranged, and can be sent online, and these people will get the message. You can use that for your business, and it will actually help you. So let me continue. I believe that I've answered your question. Let me continue with other tools that can be used for digital adoption. We have Slack. You can actually use Slack. You can use EZTalks Cloud Meeting. Skype can be used. You can also use WebEx Meeting Center. This WebEx Meeting Center is a very good one. I've used it a couple of times, and it's actually a very good one, produced by Cisco. You can use Dropbox. You can use the Team Viewer. You can use Coro, and you can use the Microsoft Team. All these ones that I've highlighted in this particular slide can be used by a school, by fashion designer, by sport people, by any kind of industry. These IT tools can actually be used for communication between you and your customers. Very important. And it's going to work, and it's already working for some organizations that are already using it. So let's quickly look at some of the benefits of digital adoption. If we are to do digital adoption, what are the benefits? If I digitalize my business, if I go digital, what are the benefits I'm going to actually derive as a business owner? The first thing you need to know is that you can actually use digital instruments to actually fight against crime. You can actually use to solve the problem of national or state or local level security. Immediately we have COVID-19 around, there was lockdown everywhere. And within the period of lockdown, there were a lot of security issues that actually came up. People were experiencing robbery. If you're in Lagos, you hear of the 1 million boys. If you're in Ogun State, you hear of the 1 million boys robbing people, attacking people, even right there in the midst of lockdown. With digital solutions, we can actually use CCTV cameras. You can use digital networking system to actually detect some of these security problems. And if you do that, that will create jobs. So one of the benefits of digital adoption is that it will actually help to deliver digital solutions. It's going to help a lot. Another thing you are going to enjoy as part of benefit of digital adoption is proper trade settlement. It will facilitate trade and global settlements. People can actually make payments online. They can do trade. You can actually speak to people in other countries. We have this product, or they don't have the product. You have the product. You talk about you talk about the product, and you talk about the payments. This digital adoption helps to connect buyers and sellers directly by removing the place of middlemen. Now, if a farmer is selling pawpaw for 10 naira, once the middlemen get the pawpaw from the farmers directly and they bring it to the shopping mall to sell to the owners of the shopping mall, they can sell it at 25 naira. So it means that the owners of the shopping mall will also need to have their own gain, so they can sell at 30 naira, a product that was initially sold for an amount that was lesser. So with digital adoption, you remove the place of the middlemen. The middlemen will no longer be a problem. You can actually produce your product from the farm and actually put it online. You can put it on your online platforms, and people will say, oh, I love this particular pawpaw. Can I get up to about 1,000 of this particular pawpaw or pineapple? Say, yes, it's possible. Okay, they pay into your account, and you send the product down to them, and they get it right at their doorstep based on logistics and some other things like that. So another advantage of digital adoption, take for example, if you are running a poultry business and if you are not very careful, you can actually be, you can actually have workers that are fraudulent, that will be stealing eggs or stealing birds, and you will not know. You can also have workers that will come to you and tell you that they need upfront. And when they tell you that they need upfront, you give them money. As human, it is possible for you to even forget that maybe you have given some people money. Maybe you have given some people money before. So at the end of the month, you might even forget and still go ahead and give them money. If you go ahead and give them money, that means you are overpaying them. That means you are giving them more money. Oh, someone is asking a question. SN Aneka is saying that please help me with the link on farm crowding. Okay, you'll get the link on farm crowding. Just go online. Once you actually go online, I know you're okay. She said I'm seriously contemplating to go into farm from my vintage point here in Ogun State. Very good. You can actually go online, type farm crowding, then it will bring out information, and you can actually learn so much from there. I have another question from Ismaila Latif James. Says, sir, how about those who are in the rural areas that can't afford digital devices for their children or ward to learn digitally? Very good question. Now, the training of yesterday has to do with emerging opportunities. If you listen very well during the training, something like this was actually mentioned. Now, for people in the rural areas, they have traditional heads. There is a way they disseminate information in the rural areas. Once you actually reach out to the traditional head through digital platforms and you tell them about the products, this will actually help a lot. It will help to communicate to people in the rural area that do not even have devices. So children like that can actually learn. Okay, I also have another question here. On what platform can I sell my product as a stylist? As a stylist, you can sell your product on social media, such as Instagram, Facebook. You know, you can even display that these are my bags that I've made, or these are the makeups I've done, these are the hairstyles I've done. I remember my wife actually had to go to a place in Bagada to make her hair because, you know, she saw what was displayed by the stylist. So stylists can actually display stuff. You can do sponsored adverts on social media, and this will actually help your product to actually move on. Okay, so I have another question here. How can one monetize their own digital approach to solve issues ranging from insecurity and education in public school? So like I said, you can actually use digital solutions that have to do with CCTV, and that can actually help to solve the problem, whether it is public school or private schools. Once you digitalize security network within that environment, it will solve the problem. How can I digitalize rice farming positively? Oh my God, this is a massive area. Now, the federal government of Nigeria has actually helped rice farmers through Anchor Borrowers program. It has actually helped to stop high level of smuggling of rice. Now, since high level of smuggling of rice has actually been stopped, people have started planting rice locally. After you have produced your rice, before the harvest point, you already know as a farmer when you're going to harvest this rice. You can go on social media, you can begin to talk about your rice, buy rice, you can make sponsored ads, You can advertise on Facebook. You can advertise using Google platforms. You can do different adverts on social media. And once people see it, they will even be the one coming after you because people want to eat local rice now and they want to do so much on local rice. Okay, I think I've answered the question. So we continue with some of our slides on benefit of adoption, of the digital adoption. Like I said, if you have a poultry farm or a poultry business, or no matter the business you are doing, people can embezzle your fund if you don't supervise. Anything you don't supervise, anything you don't monitor can actually be affected negatively. People can begin to embezzle your money under you, right? Under you, and you not know. Fraudulent practices can begin to take place in your business environment and you don't know. Once you do digital adoption, everything becomes digitalized. The payment system, the payment solutions, people that want to get upfront, everything will be digitalized. There are applications, there are software that you can actually use to program everything. If you have given upfront at the end of the month, when you just check, it will actually give a kind of report on people that you have given upfront to, people that need money, and it will also help you in terms of doing a kind of financial security around your business environment. Another advantage of digital adoption is that it gives you the opportunity to have a wider reach to a lot of audience. Like I normally say, 1 minute of media adverts is more than 1 million posters in Lagos State or in Nigeria. If you have 1 million posters and you post all over, not everybody that will pass through those places where you must have pasted your posters. But when you do online adverts, as I speak to you, a lot of people are online. In fact, young business people is more or less as if they are sleeping online. Once you drop anything online, they see it. A lot of people can view what you are actually, putting online. So once you advertise your business, whether it's fashion, whether you are a stylist, whether you are any kind of business that you are doing, once you put it online, it gives you a wider reach. That is one of the benefits of digital adoption. The number of people you can reach when you digitalize your business is very numerous. Another benefit which is very important to a business person is that this method is cost effective. Take for example, maybe before for you to organize, if you're into events management, maybe for you to organize an event, you need about 50 people to work with you. Some move to Bayelsa, some will move to other states, and they get material that you need. You get a venue for the meeting, for the event. You do a lot of things. Maybe you have to work with 50 persons. With digital adoption, you using IT tools that is available, the new and the old ones, you don't need too many persons. In fact, in some part of the world, they started using robots to actually do the job of many people. Like you're going to see in my slide, they have started using robots to do the job of many people. Instead of using 50 persons, you might just need to work with just 5 persons. And everything will be done effectively. You communicate with people effectively. Now, we are actually having this training online. Many of you are online, hearing me and watching me now. Do you know that I am the only one talking from this end? But if I'm to organize a presentation, I will need someone to be on the slide. I will need someone to be working on the projector. I will need someone to be doing timing. I will need someone to be doing different things. But I'm the only one doing it now because I am using IT tools. So the place of those people, I don't need to employ too many persons. So it is actually cost effective. It will cut down my cost. Another benefit of this digital adoption, using digital method, is that it enhances customer interaction. You'll be able to interact directly with your customers. You don't assume that this is what my customers are thinking. Because you have a direct connection with them, you have a direct contact with them, you can actually understand how to improve your product. You can get customer complaint feedbacks so that you can actually use that to improve the quality of the product that you'll be producing. Very important. Now, this data adoption will help organizations to achieve their mission and vision. Data adoption helps to cause wastage. We waste a lot of things. We waste a lot of money by doing what we can actually use IT tools to actually do. So it's actually cost effective. It saves money. There's a reduction in number of hired staff. I've said that already. Now, it's also actually, when you use a digitalized environment, digitalized tools and platforms to work, it actually makes you to be at par or ahead of your competitors. In fact, you'll be ahead of your competitors once you are using digital tools. It will actually give you a very good leverage, a very good advantage edge. You will maximize profits. You maximize profits. You'll not be running at loss because you'll not be spending money on things you're not supposed to spend money on. Things that IT tools can actually do for you easily. You will not be spending money on that. It also helps to flatten the curve of this COVID-19 that we are fighting, because you actually not be in public venue doing things, you'll not be in crowded environment, and you still be achieving what you are supposed to achieve. You'll be achieving what you are supposed to achieve. So this digital adoption or using digital tools and method will actually help us to, as a nation or globally, it will help us to flatten the curve of COVID-19 because people will not have to come to physical places. Another thing I would like to talk about before I answer the next question I'm saying in the Q&A question and answer is that digital adoption actually creates a lot of employment. It has created a lot of employment, and it will still create many jobs. Now, you're going to see that in the video I'm going to show you later. A lot of jobs have been created and will still be created using digital platforms. People are getting jobs. Once you have IT skills, the required IT skills, or even if you have the skills, you can be trained. Once you have the skills, the IT skills, you will be able to get jobs. You do some small jobs on your system and you make a lot of money. Not like the time that you do physical, mechanical labor. But this will create a lot of jobs. Jobs will be created in the cybersecurity environment, development of content, for people that can develop content, for people that can actually do advert online. A lot of things can actually be done. Jobs will be created. Numerous jobs will be created. Once you have the IT skills, you'll get those kind of jobs. Employment creation, like I have said. Another major thing, which I'm going to talk about now, is globalization. Digital adoption can make your business, your growing business, can make it to go global. If you are producing, anything you are producing right where you are, the entire world can come and see what you are producing. How? They'll see it online. How? They see it when you have meetings with them. International business partners meeting. They will see your products. You display your products on all these social media platforms. People will, when you have meetings with people, you can actually talk to people in Canada, people in the US. You don't have to travel down. Take for example, the tourism sector has really been affected. Now people will have to travel to different places to actually go and, they go to Kenya, go to Egypt, go to Israel, for tourism purpose. But COVID-19 has actually made a lot of people to stay in their country. It has actually brought about restrictions, travel restrictions here and there. People don't even want people to come into their country anyhow now. And COVID, there will be a lot of restriction in that area. So for people that are interested in tourism, you can do what we call digital tourism. And globally, people will be viewing those things that they come to see physically, and they will still make a lot of money. They will see those things. They will pay before you give them access to see those things. So you are still going to make money. In fact, you make money in dollars. People watch right from the comfort of their home. They will be wowed seeing those kind of things. Many wonders of the world they will see online on the digital platform that you create for them to access. But before they do that, before they have the access, obviously they will pay. So your business can go global. People can know about your business in Asia, in Europe, in other parts of Africa, in North America, in South America, even in the Oceania zones. They can actually know about your business. Your business can go global. If you are doing fashion design, when you do a special design, just put on the social media platform. Put your contact point there. People will start looking for you. You will not even be the one that will be looking for people. Your major challenge will be how to increase your productivity level so that you can meet up with demands. Now I need to quickly talk about examples of companies preparing for a technology-enabled future. Now if you look at the slide I have in, as the implication of consumers, as the implication for consumers multiply, new learning of retail and manufacturing become evident. China has showcased how companies that harness powerful technology to enable consumers during adversity can become integrated into all aspects of people's lives. Now, the QR codes from WeChat, Alipay, people can actually leverage on these things and they can actually still do their business. Opay in Nigeria. Opay used to be, there is an arm of Opay that goes into biking, but now they're not even doing biking again. They don't do biking business. They're now into financial parts. Okay, so Opay in Nigeria also leverage on the QR codes for SMEs, cashless transactions, so you can actually transfer money. I use Opay to transfer money, and you're going to have a financial wallet from where you can actually put money and you can actually use that to transfer and do some other things. There's a firm in Nigeria called Okada. Okada used to be a bike company, but it's been recently transformed. So Okada has also recently transformed from a bike company to an e-delivery service to align with the laws of the state. Lagos State government said there's no more bike in certain places. There's restriction on bike. There's ban on bike. So, but instead of they just going out like that and facing out, they transformed their kind of business, and now they are doing e-delivery service, and don't have any problem with Lagos State. They are making money. Another company I would like to talk about is Weibo. Weibo is keeping consumers continuously updated and informed of events happening all over the world. So people actually know about things that is happening all over the world. So I need to talk about the future of work. The future of work. Now you see, many things have changed, and because many things have changed, the way we do our things, the way we do our businesses must also change. If those things are changing and you are not changing with your business, then your business will go obsolete. It become irrelevant. People will not need their product again. This changing habit that has been brought by COVID-19 has made a lot of people to change what they want, what they like, what they desire to have. And those things they used to like before, those things they used to order for before, they will no longer order for them because things are changing. The future of work has changed. Now, consideration of business leaders, people that are actually into business, even you as a person that you're watching me, whether you want to start a business or you have started a business that is growing, there are certain things that you need to consider. And these things are very important. As you package your business, as you rethink your business, you need to think about these things. Number one, remote working has triggered a rapid spur in the adoption of technology. So people can work from anywhere. You can do your business from anywhere. So this has actually made a lot of people to move in the area of digital technology, and people will still move more in that direction. Now, the explosion of innovation, that's the second one, around virtual meetings, video conferencing, virtual classroom, digital learning, telemedicine, and knowledge sharing. This is the future of work. So as actually using things as making your product, you need to be thinking about this, and this should guide the way you do your business, you conduct your business. The rapid increase in digital learning, homeschooling activities, which disrupted the natural or the traditional schooling. People will go to class. People can learn from their home. They can learn from their home. Do you understand? People can learn from their home, and they don't even have to go to the four walls of the classroom. Right from their home, they will learn. People are learning online. People are doing online courses. In this pandemic era, I know of many people that have done courses abroad, from the University of Leeds, from Monash University in Australia, and they've already completed the courses. They have their certificate already with them, sent to them. So this is actually very important. I need you to know that the fear of the contagion is actually leading many people to go online. They abandon cash payments. They don't want to have anything to do with cash. So they prefer to transfer. There are many digital platforms from which you can transfer. You can transfer money. You can pay with Quick Teller. You can pay with many of these payment mediums. We have them around. Some of you have been using them. Some of you have not used them. That is the way to go. More of such will be used. Business owners should also think of reinventing supply chains and manufacturing strategies. So if what you have been doing before is what you still want to do in future, obviously you will not be relevant. No matter what you have been doing, don't say that this is the way we have been doing it for many years and it has been working. Things have changed and things will continue to change. Change is the law of life. If you don't change, you can be changed. If you don't change the business approach that you are using, your business will become irrelevant and nobody will use your business again. Nobody will come to buy your product again. In fact, even if they like your product and they don't have access to hearing about your product, nobody will know that you are doing such a fantastic product or making such a fantastic product. So it's very important. So you need to reinvent your supply chain. After you have produced your product, how will it get to this place? How will it get to that part? You have to reinvent. Another thing you need to know is that there's a significant decrease in business travel. So if you're in tourism business, like I'm saying that once again, if you're in tourism business, people come from different parts of the world to your country. People are afraid of traveling now. Even going with aircraft, people don't want to do that now because of the presence of COVID-19. They don't want to spread COVID-19. They don't want to contract the virus. So tourism business might actually suffer. But that is for those that don't understand digital technology. There's what we call digital tourism. People can actually view this place via what? Our video conferencing tools and other virtual meeting enabling tools. Very important. So the future of jobs is what we need to work on seriously as business owner. Okay, I have a question from Benedict and Yambe. And the question is this: it's been a while that I've been utilizing Facebook and WhatsApp as my major means of advert for coconut oil. But the major challenge I get mostly is distance, because those from afar off are not ready to pay for delivery. They will end up saying they will get it from around their area. How can I go about breaking this barrier and still make gain? Okay, now this is a real question. Now, I'll give an example of Domino Pizza. Domino Pizza is actually producing pizza for people. Let me use Lagos State as a case study. And during this COVID era, they do not have the capacity to spread the products to different parts of the state. So they partnered with Jumia, which is actually an e-commerce specialist. They can actually move products from wherever you are to any parts. So you can actually partner with people in such an environment. You can look for someone that you can have a business meeting with that can actually be your agent in that area. You will actually ensure that the product gets to that person, and they can get it from areas that is very close to them. You continue doing your Facebook and WhatsApp adverts, but get someone in that area. You can actually reach that person within this COVID era. Look for someone within this COVID era in that area. Have a virtual meeting with that person. Have an agreement with that person. Then you can actually factor that into the cost. And once the person can deliver to them, in the environment that can actually help your business. Okay, I also have another question from an anonymous attendee. I so much appreciate your time and understandable point. Please, sir, as an educationist and a photographer, what do you advise on balancing the cost of digitizing and profit making? Now, as an educationist, you have different class of people. There are different class of people that want different kind of products. Now, if your product is very good, obviously people will come for your product if your product is very good. Now, if your product is very good, to ensure that you put too much profit. One of the problem of growing business owners is that they want to make all the profit now. Now you actually build a kind of customer loyalty. You can actually give them quality products at an affordable price that you also make profit, and that will actually make them to come. As a photographer, the opportunities for a photographer is limitless. You can actually display some of your works on the social media platform, and when people want you to actually do certain jobs for them, video editing, cinematography, all these things are possible online, even without you leaving your house where you are. Very possible. So let me also Esther Anekan is saying, please, okay, it's about the video. The video will actually be redropped on the platform. The video will be redropped on the platform immediately after this training. So in case if there are more questions, I would like to entertain more questions at this particular time. I still have some few minutes left and the videos will be dropped. You will actually watch the video, but please don't forget to do your post evaluation. Now that we are done with this particular training, please go to the platform and do your post evaluation. You do your post evaluation and that will actually help us. Then don't also forget to actually go to the post section. We have a post section there. Then actually do your ratings for the post sections. Thank you very much for coming online. I still have just a minute to answer any question, in case if there's any question. Thank you very much for today. I'm sure that you must have learned one or two things from this presentation. Thank you very much.
We are the dream. We are the nation. We are part of this. Yes, we are so amazing. That's the least we shall be. At the heart of the nation, changing history.